Hello. Welcome back to Power Up. This is Mary Kay Neyland of MK Shine, Functional Health Coach. And today I want to talk about one of the hottest subjects in weight loss, GLP-1. Now, what does that have to do with you? And what does that have to do with protein and muscle? First of all, let's talk about what GLP-1 is. This is a hormone that's released in your digestive system when you eat mainly protein. It activates the fact to your brain that you're full. It helps food digest slower, so you're fuller longer, and it helps with insulin release to keep sugar spikes in check. This is extremely important to the human body because that when you have this GLP-1 released, your metabolism is better, you have more energy, your muscles respond to the protein that you just ate in order to satiate yourself. And so this works for overall health. Now, there's a lot of drugs out there you're hearing about in the weight loss world. Wegovy, Ozempic, just to name a few. And they mimic this element in protein to try to bring about the same thing. So what these weight loss drugs do is they make you feel full longer. Your food digests slower, and the same thing with blood sugar. The problem is people who are losing weight on those are losing 50%, up to 50% muscle. Because if you're going to take those drugs, then you don't need the protein, or most people aren't thinking about eating. They're thinking about shrinking their bodies, and they're thinking about lowering their calories. This is all going to work against muscle. Now, let's talk about protein and the protein that we eat to activate this hormone. In our proteins are amino acids. They're the building blocks of the human body. You're a Lego figure made out of Legos. Think of amino acids as Legos building you, especially your muscle, but also your brain, your heart, every other part of your body. Okay, so those amino acids all have a purpose. One of them is named leucine, as we've spoken about. And the leucine amino acid highly activates this GLP-1. So you do not require as much food and your cravings go down, you're full longer. It's the same effect without the chemicals. Now, plant protein versus animal protein. Animal protein has high amounts of L-leucine and all the amino acids in the right ratio. Plants, you have to blend them and get them right. It's lower. Unfortunately, plants are harder for the body to break down. Bioavailability is what that's called. And so, look, if you're in this program, some of you have already purchased the protein powder, and the protein powder has the leucine added, and that's plant-based. So whether you're a carnivore or you are a vegetarian, that was the product to support the program. Not everyone had to purchase that to be in the program, but you're going to get that. We need to be supplementing L-leucine in our diet. Okay, and then you get those beautiful effects. You get muscle repair, muscle building, prevents muscle wasting, and as we age, it keeps muscle from breaking down. Also for wound healing, the proper protein and amino acids. So to sum up, GLP-1 is a necessary hormone to be released in the human body. It is released with protein. It is released mostly with leucine. We can all get that, and we can get the ratio of amino acids, whether we're carnivores or vegetarians. And we're going to be talking more about that as we move forward. This is a non-negotiable. Protein is your best friend, and GLP-1 is the hormone you want released and doing its job in your body. Thank you for listening.